situation is fairly good. Our last major event was we hosted APEC in 2007, and it went off relatively smoothly. And we had some demonstrations. We had no riots. I was aware of the comments of Michelle talking about the demonstrations currently going on in Quebec, and no one is showing the wounds suffered by the police officers, but we're seeing a bit more about what happened to the students. So one of the things we did do during APEC was there were some police officers injured. Among the demonstrators was a mentally ill person. Well, maybe many mentally ill people, but one of the demonstrators was mentally ill, and he threw some darts, and one of them pierced the skull of one of our police officers. So we immediately put those police officers into the media, and they were able to talk about their experience. People could see the injury. There were very graphic photos of a dart sitting in a police officer's ear. So very quickly that way we were able to get the sympathy of the community for our situation. And equally, I think Mark made mention of, again, cameras in these riots showing the police situation. One of the things we did do in New South Wales back in APEC was to put our camera behind the police lines so the public could see very quickly what it was the police were confronting, and you could see the faces of the demonstrations and the anger and the spitting and the carrying on. And again, those images in the public domain, very powerful in giving an alternative view. So if you film it yourself and release to the media, you can get quite a different result, which goes to the heart of some of the things we've done in New South Wales. I was invited by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police to Vancouver a couple of years ago to talk to them about some of the things we're doing, particularly filming our own operations, putting them through a legal process and releasing those to the media very quickly. And my counterpart at British Columbia Mounted Police was very excited about this possibility prior to my arrival, and on the day I arrived, it wasn't a great day for the Mounties that day. They were in a bit of a crisis situation. I think you had the issue with the tasering death at the airport, and then there was also an issue of some mountaineers. A woman died on the mountain slopes when there was very slow police response. So he was in the middle of a crisis, but he was very excited because he had taken his corporate video cameraman and given him an assignment to go up and shoot some seizing, I think you call them grow-ups in Canada, we call them hydro houses in New South Wales, and raid of a hydro house, seizing of crops, and the corporate cameraman filmed all of this activity, as we do in New South Wales, only to have it confiscated by the officer in charge. So still got a little way to go there. I don't know whether they're doing that yet, but it's one of the things we're doing. Again, Richard touched on this